today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. This is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Throwing on first down, Jones. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Now Jones to throw on third down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
1st and 10.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On first down, Mahomes.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the heart of the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls because that would have been, what, Super Bowl?
It got his man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit.
And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
On the return is Pettis. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 70 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. That's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy down.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Looking right side, it's complete to Watkins. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And one more time, that's Watkins.
Come on and get it.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep, and that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here's Jones on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no
throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one.
And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now this will make it into the end
They're
zone.
not even trying to do anything.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
KC's offense ready to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. But he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown, then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground.
That's let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
In trouble. It's loose. The ball bouncing around, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, so that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've clawed their way back into this game. First half, they were down pretty big. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. How have they done it?
First thing is what you just talked about, clawing their way back in. That means they've decided to go ahead and fight this.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
At the 43-yard line.
Fancy footwork in midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots. Yeah, he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down the 20-yard line. What a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. At 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35.
Final score, Chiefs